Good evening, friends. I'm starting with my pranam to Thakur, Maa and Swamiji. You know, we are reading from the nation building through character building, and that is the topic. It is from Swami Vivekananda. And let me tell you, mostly these are the quotes of Swami Vivekananda, mostly from the complete works, his complete works. So let us start today. Hope you're all doing well. So let us now concentrate on the topic. What we want is Shraddha. Unfortunately, it has nearly vanished from India. And this is why we are in our present state. What makes the difference between man and man is the difference in this Shraddha and nothing else. What makes one man great and another weak and low is this Shraddha. My master used to say, he who thinks himself weak will become weak. And that is true. This Shraddha must enter into you. Whatever of material power you see manifested by the Western races is the outcome of this Shraddha, because they believe in their muscles, and if you believe in your spirit, how much more will it work? Believe in that infinite soul, the infinite power, which, with consensus of opinion, your books and sages preach. That Atman which nothing can destroy. In it is infinite power, only waiting to be called out. For here is the great difference between all other philosophies and the Indian philosophy. Whether dualistic, qualified, monistic, or monistic, they all firmly believe that everything is in the soul itself. It has only to come out and manifest itself. Therefore, this Shraddha is what I want and what all of us here want. This faith in ourselves and before you is the great task to get that faith. Give up the awful disease that is creeping into our national blood. That idea of ridiculing everything, that loss of seriousness. Give that up. Be strong and have this Shraddha, and everything else is bound to follow. By the practice of cleanliness, the sattva material prevails, and the mind becomes concentrated and cheerful. When a man is gloomy, that may be dyspepsia, but it is not religion. A pleasurable feeling is the nature of the sattva. Everything is pleasurable to the sattvika man. All pain is caused by tamas, so you must get rid of that. Moral sense is one of the results of tamas. The strong, the well knit, the young, the healthy, the daring alone are fit to be yogis. To the yogi, everything is bliss. Every human face that he sees brings cheerfulness to him. That is the sign of a virtuous man. Misery is caused by sin and by no other cause. What business have you with clouded faces? It is terrible. If you have a clouded face, do not go out that day. Shut yourself up in your room. What right have you to carry this disease out into the world? When your mind has become controlled, you have control over the whole body. Instead of being a slave to this machine, the machine is your slave. Instead of this machine being able to drag the soul down, it becomes its greatest helpmate. Do you not know from the history of the world where the power of the prophets lay? Where was it? In the intellect? Did any of them write a fine book on philosophy, on the most intricate ratiocinations of logic? Not one of them. They only spoke a few words. Feel like Christ, and you will be a Christ. Feel like Buddha, and you will be a Buddha. It is feeling that is the life, the strength, the vitality, without which no amount of intellectual activity can reach God. Intellect is like limbs without the power of locomotion. It is only when feeling enters and gives them motion that they move and work on others. That is so all over the world, and it is a thing which you must always remember. It is one of the most practical things in Vedantic morality, for it is the teaching of the Vedanta that you are all prophets and all must be prophets. The book is not the proof of your conduct, but you are the proof of the book. How do you know that a book teaches truth? Because you are truth and feel it. That is what the Vedanta says. What is the proof of the Christs and Buddhas of the world? That you and I feel like them. That is how you and I understand that they were true. Our prophet soul is the proof of their prophet soul. Your Godhead is the proof of God Himself. If you are not a prophet, there never has been anything true of God. If you are not God, there never was any God and never will be. This, says Vedanta, is the ideal to follow. Every one of us will have to become a prophet, and you are that already. Only know it. Never think there is anything impossible for the soul. It is the greatest heresy to think so. If there is sin, this is the only sin. To say that you are weak and others are weak. There is only one sin, that is weakness. The only saint is that soul that never weakens, faces everything, and determines to die game. Stand up and die game. Do not add one lunacy to another. Do not add your weakness to the evil that is going to come. That is all I have to say to the world. Be strong. The sign of life is strength and growth. The sign of death is weakness. Whatever is weak, avoid. It is death. If it is strength, go down into hell and get hold of it. There is salvation only for the brave. None but the brave deserves the fair. Thus, whenever darkness comes, assert the reality and everything adverse must vanish. For, after all, it is but a dream. Mountain high though the difficulties appear, terrible and gloomy though all things seem, they are but Maya. Fear not, it is banished. Crush it, and it vanishes. Stamp upon it, and it dies. Be not afraid. Think not how many times you fail. Never mind. Time is infinite. Go forward, assert yourself again and again, and light must come. You may pray to everyone that was ever born, but who will come to help you? And what of the way of death from which none knows escape? Help thyself out by thyself. None else can help thee, friend, for thou alone art thy greatest enemy. Thou alone art thy greatest friend. Get hold of the self then. Stand up. Don't be afraid. In the midst of all miseries and all weakness, let the self come out, faint and imperceptible though it be at first. You will gain courage, and at last, like a lion, you will roar out, I am it, I am it. I am neither a man, nor a woman, nor a god, nor a demon. No, nor any of the animals, plants, or trees. I am neither poor nor rich, neither learned nor ignorant. All these things are very little compared to what I am. For I am it, I am it. Behold the sun and the moon and the stars. I am the light that is shining in them. I am the beauty of the fire. I am the power in the universe. For I am it. I am it. So let us stop here for today. I hope you'd like it. And I also wish the good sense prevail in the society. Jai Thakur, Jai Maa, Jai Swamiji.